Good morning, friends. It is day 2 of Vlogmas. I'm excited because I'm usually already behind, but today we're going to quickly do my December TBR. So, I have decided that this year I'm going to get super into Christmas. Like, Christmas has already always been my favorite holiday and my favorite time of year, but this year I've decided that I just want Christmas to throw up all over me. I'm watching a ton of holiday Christmas movies and listening to Christmas music, and then I decided when I sat down to do my TBR, why not carry that into what I'm reading this month. So this month is all about, up until Christmas of course, is going to be all about just those holiday, happy, loving vibes, because that is what Christmas season or the holiday season is all about. It's about love and happiness and being grateful and thankful and sharing and just everyone being happy. And I want to just read only happy, loving things. So to kick off my TBR, the first book that I have is, I do not know how to say his name, David Baldacci, I think, The Christmas Train. So I actually picked this book up. I don't know when I bought this. I feel like I've had it since before the movie came out, because that was in 2017. But this was like one of the most popular Hallmark movies ever. And I actually found out I do have it that I can watch this month. So I think after I finish the book, I'm going to watch the movie and maybe vlog a comparison. But basically, this is about a journalist. He's got to travel to California to meet his girlfriend for Christmas, and he is traveling by train, and it's just all about all of the quirky and interesting people that he meets and how he is forever changed after this journey. So I've actually already started listening to this on audio, so if you want to listen to this as well, I know you can find this on Audible. The next book, I've actually had this for years, years and years and years and years. Now, I don't know the order I'm going to read these, but these are just the order of what's in my hand. So I've had this book for many years. It is A Holiday of Love, and it has 4 different stories. So Judith McNutt, Jude Devereaux, Arnett Lamb, and Jill Barnett. I've never read these 3, but I have read the story by Judith McNutt. Judith McNutt is one of my favorite historical romance authors, and I have tons of her books. And the story here is about one of my favorite characters from Whitney, My Love, which is one of my favorite books of all time. It's 4 stories all taking place during the holidays about love. So I figured this would be a good one. I don't know if I'll read it all in one sitting, or I think I might finish a book, read a story, finish a book, read a story, and kind of go that way until I've read all of the books in this one. Now, the next 2 books I'm going to do, I do have on audio because I have to listen to audiobooks. With my life, I've noticed the months that I don't read as much are the months where I'm not listening to audiobooks, because I have to be moving, going to the store, working, driving, just cleaning the kitchen, stuff like that. I can always be listening to stuff. If I have to sit down and physically read it, I just can't get through it because I'm so busy basically all the time. First one I'm really excited for is One Day in December. And so what I understand from this book, people have been talking about this a lot here on Booktube, because I feel like it's just, I don't know if it's a new book or it's just super popular, but everybody has been talking about wanting to read this, so of course it made me want to read this. And it is basically, the little tagline is, it says 2 people, 10 chances, 1 unforgettable love story. So essentially it's this girl sees a guy on a bus, and it's love at first sight, but a missed opportunity. And I personally don't believe in love at first sight. I think it's kind of silly, and I'm not into that in books, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to feel about this. But then it takes place over 10 years, because then the next time she sees him, after not being able to find this guy again, he is now her best friend's boyfriend, I think. And so it spans 10 years and all of these missed opportunities, and eventually, there's love and all of this stuff. So I don't know. but everybody's been talking about this. It sounds super good, so I'm really, really excited to read this. It's probably going to be what I do next. I'm not quite sure. And then the next one, I actually only heard about this, I think, from Haley and Bookland talked about this one, but it sounds so cool. It's The Afterlife of Holly Chase. I'm really excited. So basically, Holly Chase is visited by 3 ghosts. It's all part of something they call Project Scrooge. So she is visited by 3 ghosts, told to change her ways or else. She does not change her ways, so or else. And so she ends up dying and then being brought into this Project Scrooge thing where she's now one of the ghosts that has to go meet with Scrooge and teach him to change his ways. So I'm really excited. I just think that sounds like such a fun story. I love the story of Scrooge. My favorite version is the Muppet Christmas Carol version, but it's because they have little ones. Anywho, so I'm super excited to read this book. This one sounds super interesting and really fun. If I finish all of those books before Christmas, I do actually have 2 other ones that at like 2 o'clock in the morning last night I was going through and saved. So this one sounds really cute. Alaskan Holiday. It is a really short one, so this must just be like a novella or something, or just not a very long book, because it says it would only take 4 hours to listen to it in normal speed, so if you speed it up it'll be even less. This one is about a girl or a woman who lives in Seattle. She just landed her dream job, all of her family is there, and then for some reason she's sent to Alaska. She goes to Alaska, she falls in love with this guy, and she wants to stay, but she knows she can't because she has to go back home. She can't miss out on her job, her family, her life, and everything. So she's going to go home, and she's going to leave this guy she loves. And then she's going to leave, and she misses the last flight or something, and now she is stuck staying through Christmas with this person that she has fallen in love with already. So it's not really like a falling in love story. It sounds like it's more of a romance in the sense that there's already an established relationship and they have to figure out how to stay together, or if they are going to stay together at all. And it's all set in Alaska, so that just sounds like such a cozy story. And then the next one I put on there is The Christmas Pearl. Now remember, I just was like scrolling through and just adding stuff to my Scribd. So this is another really short one. This one I can finish in like, it's 3 hours regular time, so like an hour and a half and I'll be done with it. So this one feels like it's a little like maybe magic realism or something. So essentially this character Theodora is like the head of this family, and I think they might be rich or something, and everybody's just a bunch of, like, describe them as knuckleheads in the synopsis. And so she wants to get everybody together for Christmas, but it's not like it was when she was a child, and she remembers having her whole family together and it just being full of love and food and just happy times. I guess basically she uses magic to get everybody together to have that perfect Christmas as a family or something. So if I finish the other ones before Christmas, I will read those 2 or listen to those, because those I can do very quickly, like going to the grocery store, I can finish one of them, right? And then after that, after all of my Christmas vibes are done, I'm going to run back over to Ruth Ware, The Turn of the Key. I started this last month, but because I know I can't read during Nano, so because of NaNoWriMo, I couldn't get very far. I'm at page 62. So I'm really, like, I'm enough to know that I like the book, but I was able to stop before anything really adventurous or crazy happened. And so I do want to finish this one, but I don't think that a thriller scary is really in my Christmassy vibes, so I don't want to finish this until after Christmas, and then maybe finish this, like, that'll give me a week to finish going through the last couple hundred pages. So that is it. That is my TBR. I'm super excited. I would love to know what you guys are reading, and if you plan on reading any holiday-esque books or anything like that. So definitely drop me a comment down below and let me know what you either think of my TBR or what you're planning on reading. And if you have any other holiday or Christmas books that you can recommend, well, let me know, because I might finish all of these or want to swap them out. So with that, go write some words and definitely read a book, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye! Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today is December 1st, and I am super excited to announce that this is the first in many videos, because I am participating in Vlogmas. So I really struggled with trying to figure out what kind of